going to come along? What size gun? We're going to need a bigger gun to defeat that. That's the thought process that's going on. Why they start a program to get immense 7.2-inch howitzer. Let's not have it lobbing shells in the distance. Let's have it as a direct fire weapon that can fire around at a big, heavy future Russian tank. So they start a program of testing of how on earth we're going to get a gun that big onto a tank. Now coming on now is fv4000, Fighting Vehicle 4005. They're given these numbers so that, again, rather boring, we want names, don't we? But these are so we can differentiate the different projects going on. And this is not a tank. When you're looking at it, it's not something they're thinking it's going to go into production. It's not a prototype, it's a test bed. In other words, they're setting it up to learn what are going to be the problems, what are going to be the issues. Now this is what they call stage 2 of the project. Stage 1 had an open top. They're trying to work out these rounds for that, a gun that size, 2-part ammunition. Round goes in, followed by the brass case with the propellant in. They start by doing it with a loader assist system. It looks a bit like an auto loader, but they rotate the round behind the bridge and then the loader can push it in. This is phase 2, where they actually build a bit of a turret to see how big it's going to have to be to actually encase that gun if it was to go into production at all. And they do a couple of turrets for this. Many of you may remember, if you're my sort of age, when you first came here in the play area, this turret used to sit on its own, looking a bit sorry for itself. It's been restored. It's been dropped on the right type of Centurion hull Mark III that it was being used. It went on a number of different hulls during experimental time, and it's obviously the biggest, why the wow factor, the biggest direct fire weapon ever put on a tank. It was going to fire HESH, high explosive squash head, plastic explosive basically inside a metal case, pancake on the side of the enemy, and causes massive damage inside by the shockwave. Now when it fired, it had such a recoil that they've got a ground anchor to drop behind it. If you fire to your side, you can only do certain angles. Too much recoil means you're going to tip the vehicle over. The great news for us is, we didn't realise it at the time, that Khrushchev, when he comes to power in the Soviet Union, he doesn't like the heavy tank program. He stops it. He says, you don't need those, you can do it with missiles. And also, in the mid-1950s, we start missile programs of our own, missiles. So this is important.